Well, Maria, I can tell you that Ben Affleck has written Batman
Set in the rural jungles of India.
and I think
The
after
Jungle Book
2020
tells the story
start
of a
looking at
young
the solo
old
Batman
boy
project.
who's guided through the jungle by his animal guardians, away from the threat.
This comic book
Bengal
adaptation
tiger.
focuses on
Share
two
hearts.
teenage outsiders,
This
played by
film
Laura Byrne
really
and
brings
Scarlett
the magic
Johansson.
of the animated
Check it out for its amazing performances that are both extremely funny and lovably endearing. So, hey guys, welcome to another edition of Siddharth Talks Film. This week is a little bit different and exciting at the same time, as we have a very special guest. And he's a celebrity in his own admission as well. I mean, you gotta love him. And he is Freddy the Foodie, or Fred Stephenson. And he is a director, a DOP, an award-winning DOP, mind you. And so Fred, welcome to the movie theatre. We got a general admission ticket finally. It's been a while, hasn't it? Of asking, get me a ticket, when can we go to the movies? And finally, we're here.
Finally do it. I thought I was going to have to sneak in the back door.
No. We would have to roll out the red carpet for you and make a real fanfare. So, how's it going?
It's going well. You know, it's been a great year. I've done some great things. We've done some great things together. What I really enjoyed, Professor, is all of the reviews that you've been giving. Those have been amazing. Yeah. I get to see them, I get to watch them, but I just never did get to take part in them.
Oh no! I mean, that's why this time around, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 30th episode.
Oh,
so
is.
all in
Yes,
all,
it is.
it's brilliant that we've actually managed to get you here to talk a little bit about movies and a little bit about yourself as well. How the movies that you've watched and seen, even TV shows as well, has sort of incorporated that aesthetic within your style and your approach to the projects that you've been really heavily involved with over the last couple of years. Yeah. So I think to start with, to let everybody know, what kind of films do you like watching?
You know, I like what I do. I really love films that that aren't really action based. So it's not about action. It's about the story and the characters. Something that I can just sit down and kind of digest and pick apart. So, and I also like, you know, directors like Steven Soderbergh, those guys that actually like write, shoot, direct, and edit, because that's a little closer to my style at this indie level. You know, when you're here, you have to do so many different things, and so to see some of those guys that are able to do those things and to achieve such a high level of quality of imagery in the end is something that I strive to attain.
Is there a particular Steven Soderbergh film that you really like? Is there one that has really sort of said, you know what, that's one of his work that really fits my style?
You know, I think there is, and it's not. I don't think many people know of it, or because I don't think it did really well. But Solaris with George Clooney.
Right.
It's although it's a feature, there's moments of it that feel very indie. Yeah. Right? So it feels, you know, there's the camera movement, the in and out of focus, the soundscape. What I really like is there are pieces that don't have a lot of dialogue, but that rely heavily on sound design and soundscape. That kind of fits my style, right? Maybe because I'm not a great writer yet.
Well, that's interesting because, like, you direct drama pieces like Heads and Tails and the upcoming Toad. With something like Freddy the Foodie, how do you sort of look at that with a very sort of cinematic style? I mean, what I see when you're directing that piece is there is a certain cinematic quality or aesthetic to it in terms of approach and how it looks. Is it the same where you're watching movies and TV or different food shows of that type that you feel, you know what, you can incorporate a huge amount of that cinematic style to something like Freddy the Foodie?
Yeah, you know, I really do. 'Cause, excuse me. Whenever I sit down to shoot Freddy the Foodie, I take the same approach as if I was, excuse me, shooting drama. So from the different cameras. And I think we use 2 or 3 different cameras. We set them up in different places so I can cut back and forth. But I'm just not a big fan of reality television and the way it looks. It looks so, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. But because I'm into film, because I want that certain look, I take that approach that I think visually has a little bit more production value, in my opinion, right? So that is, you're right, that's why most of the things that I do, whether it's a cutaway or whether it's on me. I've chosen to do it that way. I just think it looks a little bit more interesting.
So that's interesting. It's like you feel that it gives a much more organic and engaging look than something that could look rather restrictive as a final piece.
Yeah. So when people watch it, I don't want people to think, oh, it's just another, weekday soap opera or reality show. I want it to be able to fit in, with say something, like 100-Foot Journey. So when you look at it,
film.
although it is about cooking and food, you still know it's a feature. Right?
I think that's the great thing about things like food is that it's how you can present it visually, and especially we talk a lot about movies and TV all the time, and if there's ever anything we do talk about, it's always films and TV, and then there's nothing ever else.
That and food.
That and food as well, and it helps when there's food TV about food.
Yes, right.
Film
That's right.
about food. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's always good fun. And is there a film or a TV show that you're really looking forward to? There's something out there that's really taking fancy that you want to go out and see that.
Well, you know what? It was on your recommendation. I watched Stranger Things.
Oh,
right. And I have to tell you, I really, really did enjoy it. Again, the sound design for me on that piece. It was like a weekly movie. It didn't feel like a weekly television show, and anything that makes me jump, because nothing really makes me jump, but anything that makes me jump, I think is something worth watching. And that is, I'll have to rewatch it again because I binge watched it.
Right.
So you told me about it, and then I went straight for it. So I need to go back and rewatch it again. But that was a really nice show, and thanks for that recommendation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm very much looking forward to season 2, as is everyone who has enjoyed the show. It's been a fantastic summer breakout, and it's really filled the void in the television space for this summer period. So there's always something to look forward to now, year round, basically, especially when it comes to television. And I think Stranger Things definitely exemplified that and really brought out something that is tangible and so much fun for everybody else to watch. So that's brilliant.
Yeah. Because I grew up in the age of Steven Spielberg. I'm actually a lot older than Sid.
I act old.
I'm the young one here. But I know you said in your review, but what actually drew you to Stranger Things again? So remind me of that.
I think it was down to the aesthetic, the overall, how it successfully pays tribute to the works of Steven Spielberg's genre films, and incorporates styles of Stephen King and John Carpenter. What I put it down to was that if you actually look at it, the teenagers are being chased in this sort of John Carpenter-like film. The kids are engaged in a Steven Spielberg-like adventure, and the adults are drawn in by this dark conspiracy and murky side to Stephen King's books. So you're getting so much different styles that are brought beautifully and really concisely told within these 8 episodes, and I just love the whole 80s aesthetic. There's a lot of movies from the 80s that I love, and I think the soundtrack, the performances, and it really sort of blindsides you when you see a show come out from nowhere and really sort of take the main zeitgeist in this really sort of powerful way. I think is a true example of what makes popular culture so cool. And it's great to have something that we can follow in the moment and look forward to for when it comes back. But yeah, the performances are great, and Dustin was one of my favorite characters from there.
Yeah, he has teeth. I saw him on Jerry.
He does. Yeah. He's a very good singer as well. He's a Broadway singer as well. Yeah.
Broadway.
Yeah, he's very talented, and in fact, the entire cast is, and this is going to be something fantastic for them going forward. So, really excited for it to come back.
Nice. So what you normally do at the end of these is that you normally give a film of the week.
I do.
Right? And I normally try to chase those down too. So what since I rushed your party this week?
Well, I think it was a really tough call because, if you guys do have a moment, a great film to check out would be a Tom Hanks movie. Sully.
The new one is coming out. Yeah.
Sully has just opened wide.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
But it's directed by Clint Eastwood. It tells the story of heroic pilot Sully Sullenberger, who lands a plane in the Hudson very safely, and I think it's an exciting film, definitely a powerful film that has Tom Hanks front and center.
Right.
He seems like he's going to be giving a really powerful performance in this film. But I think a film of the week from Tom Hanks's catalogue would be Bridge of Spies. I think the most recent film.
That's right.
It's a Steven Spielberg film, and it has Tom Hanks as an insurance lawyer who has to basically put together the exchange for two spies, one to return back to the USSR and one to be returned back to the USA. So it's, I think, a brilliant movie, and Mark Rylance definitely deserves the Oscar for his performance in that film. And I think it's a visually stunning film.
The visual for that, for me, that is, again, you know, those pieces that actually look good, and I think, okay, wow, without getting too preachy, I want something that looks like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice film.
So yeah.
Okay.
I think, so Fred, it was great to finally get you into the movie, in theatre rather.
Yeah.
And
we are in the theatre today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope we can get you back out here very, very soon, because I think it'd be great to talk more about film and TV like we always do. But at the same time, to you see where things are at with all the different projects and tie that up together. So it's great to do something a little different this week. So
yeah,
why don't you have a go at closing out Siddharth Talks Film?
Siddharth Talks Film. Okay, let me see what. Alrighty, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and that's all we have. That's all the time we have for this week for Siddharth Talks Film. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
I do this every week and I don't remember.
No, it's okay. It's alright.
He's the man. Thank you, sir.
Cool. Absolute pleasure.